just off the coastline, and really we don't expect it to move much further out into the Atlantic once it comes due east of us here later this afternoon. So we're looking for that time frame around 2 to 4 where we're actually going to see the weather go downhill. So I kind of want to show you the forecast for winds here, and the winds will be peaking with most of the dune overwash occurring as we head through the early portions of the afternoon, like around 2 o'clock. So here would be the storm, and you see this northeasterly wind. Now, we've already gotten storm force winds at the airport, so that's well away from the coast. We've seen winds gusting over 50 miles per hour from Volano Beach all the way into Orange Park. So this is just the start. And we actually have a tornado warning now in Nassau and Camden County. Let's go ahead and switch over to radar 1, if you can. And here's the storm that we're looking at. So this is a brand new tornado warning that includes you in Callahan, Fernandina Beach, Hilliard, and St. Mary's. So this is going to affect all of you in Nassau and Camden County. So this is the first tornado that we've seen spun up from Matthew. And you can see the box highlighted here right along just north of the Beltway. Here's I-95. So this is the area of concern as it moves probably towards the east or to the west and southwest. So Kingsland and Evergreen, you're in the vicinity of this storm right now, and that's our latest sweep that's come through. These are going to be very difficult to detect due to the strong winds that we're seeing. They'll be rapidly moving through the area. So if you're watching us in Nassau and Camden County, you are underneath this tornado warning. So we were concerned that we'd see a few of these isolated tornadoes. They'll be embedded in heavy squalls that come through. Here's this one particular squall right now. You can see the shading in red. This is where we're seeing the gusty winds, probably at least over 40, 50 miles per hour. And here is I-95. So some of the areas of concern from Callahan up and through Kingsland and St. Mary's. So I think if you're watching us back towards St. Simon's Island, you're in the clear, because this would likely be moving off towards the west and southwest as the flow moves around the circulation center of Matthew. Now, one thing to note, if we see tornadoes, they're going to be on the fringes, on the outskirts of the storm. That's an area more likely to see isolated tornadoes compared to the center of the eye wall of the storm. You don't really get those tornadoes closer to the storm. They're usually out in these outer rain bands, and this is what we're seeing here. So a tornado warning now for Camden and Nassau County. And there is Nassauville right now. Do you know how long this is going to be for? Until 11 o'clock. So we're going to, let me back out of the way so I can actually see some of the cities that are included, actually. So Hilliard, Fernandina Beach, and Nassauville. So do you think this is coming in right off the coast within this particular cell?
It looked like there's cells here. So the tornado was located to the east of Kings Bay, about 8 miles, and it's moving to the southwest. So it's those red areas that we're seeing that look like they're going to be just offshore from Kings Bay. Let's go ahead and go a little bit closer.
So this is moving at 60 miles per hour. So it's probably right at the coast or moving towards Yulee now as we look at there. Let me get on weather 2 and try to switch over to the velocity so we can kind of narrow down what roads it might be crossing.
All right, so you switch over to the radial velocity here, and in the meantime, for the folks that are joining us at home, so here's the box that we're watching. If you see how fast those storms are moving, and the fact that the tornado itself, or the thunderstorm right now that could be harboring that circulation, is moving at 60 miles an hour, this thing is going to hit that entry point in the box and then the exit here. And, you know, we've got less than, what, 15 minutes left of it here, about 17 minutes left on that. So what Mark is doing right now, and let me step out of the way here so Mark can control the mouse. We're switching over our radar here to radial velocities. And what this tells us is the incoming and the outgoing wind. As a matter of fact, John was actually setting up the same kind of scope into our hurricane that continues to rotate through. And if you were with us yesterday, we were talking about the same thing here. Inside of, is this it here? I see a little red line that is just outside of our box, just to the edge there. You see that, Mark? I don't know if that's just some misinterpolation or missing data. If you move the box south just a little bit there under the banner, you'll see there's a couple little red pots that show up near where it says Cumberland Island. That really doesn't look like it would be all that much wind in the gate-to-gate shear giving us the rotation. Here's where we're seeing a bigger cell with the colors and that light color at best that shows up. Yeah, this
would be it right here coming north of Dungeness.
Yeah, just the one that's coming into the box as we speak. In the colors that we're looking for here in your eye, what does all that mean? It looks like a lot of light rain to me. The green is a unidirectional wind. It means that everything at this point is like what we've had in the forecast coming directly at our coastline here, and it's just making a solid beeline for that area around Kings Bay and just to the north here of St. Mary's. But what we normally see, and that's why I was saying, hey, we're looking for this. We're always looking for the colors like the red versus the green, red being outflow. So what you have is the rotation that was showing up. Our system is pretty well defined here in the fact that, and what it's looking for is rotation, always looking for rotation. So normally what we would see would be, and we had one earlier, actually, we focused in on this early this morning, but it would be called a TVS, a tornado vortex signature. I think what we have right here is most likely a mild amount of rotation being fed by the rotation itself all the way up through the stacked atmosphere and those increasing winds with heights. So this is most likely the cell that could be producing that spin up. But look how far out Mark is taking this track, and that's not even to the full extent of where this thing will cover in a 1 hour timeline. As a matter of fact, this takes us just to the top of the 11 o'clock where the tornado warning comes to an end. Dungeness, St. Mary's, and Crandall, even if it isn't at that time harboring a tornado, folks, it's still going to have the howling winds on top of, and it would be great if we had some little wind meters right between here, because this could be packing more winds than what you're seeing either north or south of it. So as it comes through, could it topple trees? Could it help to sway the branches and touch off power lines? Absolutely. We've already got that out there. And now with this, look how fast. So when we started watching this thing here at just after or just before about 10:40, it was just outside the box and just has raced right into it. Something else that we're not seeing, even though it, we've got the warning in place here, something that we're not seeing typically also when you have that much spin in an environment that would be like our normal summertime, you'd see a lot of lightning flashes. But because everything is just absolutely uber saturated right now, we're not going to get some of the other telltale signs. And as Mark was saying, man, it's going to be really tough to figure out just in looking at the box in the beginning where that might be. But there's your little cell that actually is showing some fading here even as we speak.
I was just going to say, Richard, you're looking at these things whipping in off the Atlantic. Once they reach land, there's some friction that slows them up. Often that will generate those tornadoes, but they won't last long as they move inland.
And that's why this tornado, actually the warning would be a tight window for a tornado warning. Sometimes these are extended out more into the 30, 40-minute time range. But as you see right now, this thing is going to pretty much collapse and or just get absorbed here by about 11 o'clock this morning. That doesn't negate the fact that, number one, we have the warning in place, and what we could see here would take us not only to 11 o'clock, but it could also do some in a very localized area, specific damage that would be inherent to the tornadoes, which is the rapidly twisting wind. So instead of trees just falling over, you may see a tree actually get twisted and ripped more, though, kind of a radial fracture versus that of just a break from pushing something over where the root system is nice and tight and you end up pushing from the top of the trunk and the canopy and knocking it down. But there's that. So this is where the cell set just right before we started tracking it and into now closing into that area around
the radar there, Richard, since it's based out of the airport, the red colors show the winds going away from JIA. The green is the incoming winds. We usually see that much tighter couplet, which would pinpoint where the storm is. But since those easterly winds are just overriding anything else, we're not really seeing a good indication of it.
No, you're not seeing anything that would be the real telltale sign. Let's do this, guys. So we're looking at Weather 2 right now. Switch back over to my Weather 1 because I've got the same view pulled up. So what Mark has done is he took our other radar and he's paused it, but this is how fast. So this is where this thing started to trigger the signature, way out here, and then inside of the timeline that it's taken us to talk to you here, about 10 minutes, here it sets now inside the box, and by the time we get to 11 o'clock, it'll cross the river and be closer to, just to the north here at about 11 o'clock of Callahan. But as Mark was showing there with either the radial velocity or the live radar here as it continues to come through, this thing is quickly moving. It still may harbor a little bit of that rotation here, but what we'll see is just an absolutely blazing fast 60 miles an hour. We're talking, near old highway speeds. in that timeline that this thing is just going to come buzzing through the box. As far as it looks like it's actually trying to do a little back building here, because this is the front part that's just south of St. Mary's. This is where we started to track it. And now we're starting to see this little secondary development here. Right there, you get the next little cell that is popping up. I should be able to get over there and Mark, if you will,
yes,
on weather 1. If you'll just zoom in just to the east here, St. Mary's on that. Yeah, see, this is that area where you got another little cell that's developing. So here's the first part that we were tracking, and just following in that same line, you got that next little pocket with some heavy wet weather. But as Mark has on the radial velocity, the red and green map, we're still not seeing the outflow into the incoming here, because this whole wall basically is just rushing in. But south of the radar site here for JIA, which sits right about here, everything south of that point was showing green. So this is where we're still seeing some of that reversal wind. And we're going to see a lot of this in that inflow and outflow here as Matthew continues to work its way from the south to the north. Everything, it starts off and increases with our onshore flow and the potential. And we talked about this multiple times yesterday, as Mark was saying, tornadoes for a common forecast for tornadoes when it comes to the tropics would be on the leading edge and then the southern end of the leading edge, so that right side of the storm as they come in. But for here, with this thing coming up almost at an angle that was semi-oblique in the beginning and now more of that north and northwest, what we would see would still be mainly out over the water. It'd be almost like waterspout type stuff, but we always have that very slight chance of these on what is known as the weaker side of the hurricane for those quick spin-ups. But that is actually, it's pretty impressive looking when you're seeing just the multiple cells and just that fast, where we had that red line that was showing up here just south of St. Mary's. You can see that that now too is starting to fade away as we've got about 11 minutes to go here with the tornado warning. So what would happen in a case like this? Well, number one, it's so wet outside, and just so, actually, you know, do me a favor, guys, and just take our tower cam if you can and put it in the big window here just to show what I'm talking about. We've got this onshore flow that's coming through. We've got foggy, misty, rainy conditions. So out of your windows, this is what you may be seeing. We're not going to see that classic conical shape here of a tornado, but what you'll hear, it's going to be more about an auditory, or even in some cases the visual sense. When this thing is rushing through, you may see some of the trees acting a little bit different than the rest of them that are all going to be leaning one way. You may see some that actually look like they're going against the grain, so to speak. And then the other is going to be just the overall sound. Whistling wind, howling wind. It's almost monotone in the fact that it's going to be blowing right into your house, but you may also start to hear the sound that, you know what I'm going to say here, the freight train, that sound of almost a, we'll call it a higher pitch, if you will, compared to what the hurricane sound is going to be. All right, 9 minutes to go here in your hurricane warning as we continue. Once the box drops, we'll continue going right back into where we were before, and that is our live coverage here as we continue watching. And you see how we've got all the multiple windows set up. I'm looking to the south here and seeing that eye as it continues. Watch the last couple of frames here. That eye, you know, and it could just be because it's in that small box, but it looks like there's a little wobble that actually heads a little bit closer to Daytona. So when we get back to where we can take that whole view, we'll go back in, check out what may be that, maybe a little wobble back to the west, which is absolutely not what we want. We've got about 8 minutes to go when it comes to the tornado warning, but as far as being able to track, like Mark was saying off the top here, there's nothing that's going to be our normal markers, our signatures. So what we're just going to watch is that area. This is that cell right here that continues now approaching I-95, staying in that same line just to the northern edge of the southern end of the box here. So this is where it gets toward Duval County and almost into Callahan, and that should be about the end of that 11 o'clock. As a matter of fact, just looking at using our tools that we have here at our disposal, we didn't see much in the way, any significant signs really of rotation, but coming off the water, very buoyant, very moist, and the atmosphere is still rotating and accelerating with wind also as you move up in height, which is typical for hurricanes. We explained that earlier, how you could be in a 30-story building, one full category higher at the top of the building versus that at the bottom. Think about that for a minute. In the downtown buildings and the howling wind that you'll hear there, you may have 20, 30, 40 tropical storm force winds at the bottom of the higher buildings here for downtown, but by the top you've got something that would be along the lines of Category 1 winds. Those will definitely, talking about auditory, have different sounds to them, from the rustling type of winds just to the howling hurricane winds. Just watching that little cell, and you can even see here as it's getting closer now to 95, it's just right behind the 95 moniker. It looks like it is pretty much done as the, at least for anything that would give us something to focus in on and carry over from the beginning of entering the box here and continuing from Kings Bay and all the way over to Callahan. 7 minutes to go, actually 6.5 minutes to go before this box will expire. Expand the window here just a little bit, just to show some folks.
We're not seeing any of the storm tracks. It would usually indicate some type of rotation on our systems, which is a good sign. Not saying everything is all clear, but most of the stronger winds represented on the Doppler radar now shifting over towards the Callahan area as that whole batch of rain slides towards the west and southwest.
And these will come in, and talking about the higher batches of wind pattern here. So as this started to come in, if we could have mapped the winds all the way through this box, you would see that acceleration coming through as we've got these heavier, much heavier squall line type downpours that will continue. And this is that classic buildup that we've been talking about, where you go from, and I referenced it earlier this morning, along the lines of pennies and nickels here when it comes to the very light rain. This is the stuff that you throw in your change jar that over time starts to accumulate. Well, here today, these pennies and nickels will start to build in the wet weather. That percolates, it saturates the ground cover, and now you got the bigger stuff coming through. These are your quarters and half dollars here. Sure, they'll continue to add up, but they're also going to sit now on top of what will be that saturated ground cover, and this starts to lead into what potentially could end up as some localized flooding events. And I'm not just talking about your storm surge stuff. I'm talking about the areas near 95, some of those low-lying areas, or even where we might have debris that has started to wash into some of the culverts and ground returns, some of those ground culverts here, anywhere from Fernandina moving inland over toward Yulee and Callahan. That stuff starts to add up, and now you've got standing water. And, some would call it flooding. It's because of a backed up storm drain. Once you get in and rake or shovel that stuff out, the water starts to flow free again, unless they terminate into a water body like the St. John's or even our rising ocean here. So where that gets dammed and now the culvert can't do its job, you end up with even more standing water. And that's something that we see oftentimes right here around the station, where the culverts discharge at the river for the groundwater, for the storm drains here, and then ends up basically backing up. And we've got some great video from this morning, actually, and we'll try to get that here posted also. It was, we'll get Mark to do it with storm pins coming up, but we've got some from San Marco where the water's already coming. It's back feeding through those culverts, and it's coming up. There's all those little weep holes that they put in the top. It's actually shooting out about, it's expired?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see this box go away here in just a minute. The National Weather Service office in Jacksonville, the National Weather Service in Jacksonville has allowed the tornado warning to expire before that 11 o'clock timeline. All right, so do you guys just want to continue right on to the top of the 11 o'clock? We'll go back to hurricane coverage. All right, let's do that. So let me step over here. I'm going to re-rack my show. Stay on Weather One, guys, and I'll just hit the high points, and then we'll get ready for 11 o'clock. We've got a lot of great stuff from the folks that you've been sending in on storm pins. Mark was showing me that just a little while ago, the stuff that I was talking about there for San Marco and some of your pictures. The 11 o'clock numbers in. This is the next full advisory. So the position statements are going to be a bit jumbled with the update, but what we've seen from 945 to 947, barometric pressure's gone up. Forward speed's kind of slowing down a little bit. We were up to 14, dropped to 13, now at 12, still 2 to the north and 1 over. And I'm just being told that you're not going to be crossing the Dames Point Bridge. It is now down for business. It is now shut down for business. And you're seeing people on it?
Yes.
So Crystal's saying she's seeing people on the Dames Point. I'm guessing those are the last ones that will come over top of it. And then the highway patrols and or local LEOs will be putting the stop to crossing over that bridge, which means that our wind also may be increasing. All right, so let's go from here in our 11 o'clock advisory to that position statement. Here, I'm going to step over and...
Also, Richard,
Yeah,
for coastal Brunswick and all of Brunswick, actually, they've been upgraded to a hurricane warning. They were under a tropical storm warning. I think we might see a shift here. This might be for South Carolina, but with the 11 a.m. advisory comes hurricane warnings being extended further up the mid-Atlantic coastline.
So we got, if you heard Mark, the hurricane warnings are being extended. They were all the way up to the Altamaha Sound, and now it looks like they're going to
Brunswick, North Carolina.
And now they're going all the way up through the Carolinas. All right, so the position statements, like I mentioned, they're going to be a bit jostled about here. It looks like, and we can compare this with the forecast track coming up in just a few minutes when we get that set up, but it looks like the path may have shifted again just to a little bit out to the east, which is still going to be better news. It's going to reduce some of the effects, especially that storm surge that we were talking about. Man, look at the sustained winds here. This is not gusts, guys. We're looking at sustained. We're up to 56 now in the buoy just off of St. Augustine. As you know, all the bridges in St. Johns County are closed, and now the Dames Point, Jax Beach 30. You got the airport that just went up to 24, 25 here for Palatka, and it looks like we continue with wind very close to, I'm going into my tracker tool here, my little UV glove or my tool bag there, but it looks like we're also getting close to what could be, closure speeds for, so you've got 30, I'm gonna have to step over here, guys. Oh, that's 39 and 55. Look at the sustained winds. Double check me on this, but it looks like we've got sustained winds now at Mayport at 55.
39 and 55.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so listen, at that point, Mayport, maybe some of the bridges as you move north into Nassau County, I know that they're low profile. Those also will double check to see what's going on, but at 39 miles an hour there, it's right there at Blount Island. So this is why we're seeing the Dames Point also get closed, because there's your point where you're not going to be crossing over the bridges there anymore for the rest of today. And like the from the news conference yesterday with the mayor and Sheriff Mike Williams, it was said that, listen, once these close, they're not going to open up again today. They're going to stay closed because conditions will continue to deteriorate, and that's going to cut you off. Now you're going to be stuck on either side that you happen to be, unless you've got those other smaller bridges that you may go through. I was trying to get to this one right here. This takes us over to NAS Jax and the Buckman, and it looks like that one is 33, so that one also seeing the winds come up. That's at NAS Jax at the top of the Buckman, as I explained, that the rapid increase in the wind with height, we may see that also. Look at all the purple now. Oh, so this is definitely tropical. Look at the purple here right near the Buckman, right near NAS Jax. Here's one at 43 miles an hour. This is coming down the river channel there. That would be closer to around the Shands Bridge or the Shands Pier. So the Shands Bridge may be also getting close to being pulled on that as far as the closure, since you've got winds that are sustained at 55 at Mayport, 43 here, and then those 20 and 50 mile an hour winds. So let's see if any of this has changed. Moving out of Daytona, you see where the colors have changed back to the orange versus that of the red that they had earlier, which means that they are getting some power back on. We're seeing a lot more now of Palm Coast. Remember, this stretch here was all the way up to about, say, Painters Hill and everything. And this is coming all the way up now to the border and closing in on St. John. So this is telling us that we are getting ready for anticipating basically more power outages. By the way, it's just after 11 o'clock. You're watching Channel 4 as we continue Hurricane Matthew coverage, major hurricane, as it's still that Category 3. So the system is here to the south. It starts to close in. Palm Coast, more power outages. In through St. Johns County, more power outages. And you'll see that orange continuing to spread. And folks, if it continues on the same path, we're also going to see it right here in our own backyards as we take you out to Jax Beach. Pretty impressive when it comes to that satellite. Yeah, this actually looks like it's moved our way a little bit. Watch the center. You see where that whole thing kind of flips over? And it may just be because of the way it looks. It's asymmetrical. But boom, right there, that last frame, right as it comes by the Cape. I'll let this loop one more time. Watch this right here. Whoop, right into areas around Daytona Beach. We're going to continue to watch. We'll get the new position statement, re-rack that radar. And like I said, we've got some great picks coming up on storm pens. And I've got a lot of email. Mark does as well. You want to know what's going on county by county. We're going to take you from this coastal areas inland, and we'll have that coming up in about a 15-ish minute window as we continue with hurricane coverage for Matthew.